This is Seat of Wisdom College Fontem, the modern institution of all secondary and high school in the BLM, located in Ver, next to the palace of His Royal Highness, Chief Fontem. A private secondary school that was created and run by the folklore movement for many years till 2018, when the school was temporarily closed in the midst of the war. After 6 years of no schooling, some community leaders, members of different cultural organizations in the BLM, started clamoring for the reopening of schools to allow students to go back and studies. In 2022, during NGA convention in Columbus, Ohio, the Front of Fontem pleaded passionately about the reopening of schools in Leban Fontem. And in February 2023, His Excellency, Ambassador Dr. John Kingerson, urged all the BLM people to focus on rehabilitation of some pillar institutions like the Seat of Wisdom College.
We go back to the drawing board and think of some cardinal projects to rehabilitate our baseline. Cardinal projects to rehabilitate the baseline. Before the war, there were some cornerstone institutions in the BLM, the Seat of Wisdom College, the Mary Health of Africa, etc., those kind of, a challenge you have is to get back to the baseline, where we were before the war, and then make it better, take advantage of that. There is no point pointing fingers as to who was the cause of that. What has happened has happened.
The voices of some students from Seat of Wisdom College, like Mr. Mumford Nicodemus, are not left out.
We cannot have our future in the hands of ignorance. Ignorance is the greatest enemy in the world. Whether you know it or not, it will torture you the same way like somebody that doesn't know. So I'm thinking that we have to stand and make sure that our children go back to school in the BLM. If we do not see that, it means that we are really blind. But I believe even a person that doesn't have eyes to see and they have vision is better than those of us who have eyes to see and still refuse to see that our children need to go to school. It's a bad weapon to fight for political gains using our children. That is the future of any community. That is the future of any nation. If we refuse to see that our children who are not going to school will be lagging behind tomorrow, and that will be a generational loss, then we are not educated at all. Yeah.
Even Inquisitor Fobler Christopher says Seat of Wisdom College must reopen.
And over 5 years or 6 years we go school. So as when we reopen over there, so obong any reaction to this you say?
Mbega, kontago esimumbo jamza, obon yon school. Emotional. And one was a task school, but to forward task school, but bonus one chum, but Mamabella can call it to Mendeme, Ojio, Seat of Wisdom. Bogo develop Ebuma as school. As Kumagu alleges a table Abu, as the Ota as school, as that two, Maza Alon Treaty, Molabons, the Mundiang, better for school bar, Esmubo the worst sin, Tongue is saw, and one was ko gi bo fo mo bu le bi te bon zambon mo gi bo tu ta ga bo bo bin zan closer school ze bo lo ma school te no bo fo mbata se bo nchi mo ajemba mendeme Fontem de fang ako atiru go yo ma PM kamja e gi bo lo hospital wo mo ma school jo ndo fu mba ario la kolo go yo le be chele amo bu biang mbo mutele bo mbo ze school zembele mku askula bonga le bin jam aza bu wesen tong tama won ko wen bo ba ma no school mo bu wesen ku nge ko tiso ngoba ben ko so e bo mbo ze school akaji magu mo brother ge e be bi mo le esen go school e bo mbo le bang askuma to go an mbo bu ba.
Dr. Moore, who is a strong advocate for education as well, support the reopening of Seed of Wisdom College, but think caution should be taken to prevent any calamity.
For a very long time, we got there, one could let we work in school. But in Boston, they were going to be shots dozen. They were going to by September or October as well on see. So, I think our reaction to this news.
Anu skura mo azam te chia skura te buba. Ebumbi lebang niri ebunza nzo ebumbu nu school. Baro ba di hare anu zandaga se anu bufu zara mbubu nyong ba bo semwa abo se anu everything else abo se social life bo nyong ba bi kanan tanga sa tanga sa ba so nju la skura se fazi abo mo mie nu mbonta zambo bo se sentamele kencho kagazi kakana gurie ebe la skura ka akzamb mbe choma ka ba school so aze agere jole be vente nzi skujo te won ko nan dube ke be famu nzadel chodie be yon lon cholenga ngam ngutu de te gondie mu so ko gondie mu nje ne gi ndie zere chambo ba ndateri mundo singo ko ban choma funzo ngage so askurazi bwele bang boma bwele bialam nan dube tabu bwe sante bwe bote sante ko nchoju ma yi ke bon zanzi be ven pite nigi won ko bi ke bon butenti ngomba ebi mamba bwe be te sante te bwe ya onde boma bwe e bon twinchuwa mpleple mbe mo bwe fu mo ko na ngos ku bete magi moju le be dan tam ta bwe nyong mete bon zan cheteng le no la kwe bo bon dan tam ta bwe nyong be fi gon go tu mo gi ngos ku fo bo gon ta magi mbe bo mi no te bon.
Dear viewer, as you have heard from some community members, the importance of education is something that we cannot undermine, and I think people are very forceful and happy that Sidozam is going to reopen come September. So stay tuned
to say the least. Lukudu USA has voted a budget of $5,000, some 2.5 million CFA, for the repair of the hydroelectric dam that supplies electricity to the smooth running of this school.
We provided funding to the folklore to help rehabilitate the hydroelectric power plant that should be able to supply the hospital, supply the Maria Police Center, supply Seed of Wisdom, because without electricity, Seed of Wisdom would not be able to operate as a boarding school. So we already have technicians that have been deployed and are currently working on that plant to repair it. So that's big deal.
Even Chief Fochap and Chief Fungung of Ntese had mobilized the clearing of the hydro dam.
Good morning all. Welcome. We know say this project where Piero and Dr. Lucho and the rest we come from Fontem. We can't help with for the situation what will be. So I will use this opportunity for also thank them and call Papa God in name. Say we will not feel allowed to this project before. Despite the fact say we'll get some confusion where they around. So I want to assure them for clarity. Say we're very ready. And also thank you now. I would like to call God before we start for clear this water channel where the information becomes say more clear am so that they will see am. How will be small? They fit come eligible for fix am. So figure like school fee start, hospital if they function well, so that at least more they were own life. So we'll go on Papa God. Papa God will make heaven and earth. We thank you.
The Bishop of Fontem Diocese, His Lordship, and Lucius A. Fontem, who oversee the Catholic activity in the BLM, has authorized the reopening of the Seat of Wisdom College.
The Bishop has already authorized the reopening of Seat of Wisdom. Folklore is working on reopening Seat of Wisdom. There's a committee that is in place. Sueza USA is working to provide assistance. The different parts of the community, they are working to provide assistance.
From our finding, the community is very mobilized for the reopening of this school. Clearing of the school campus by the locals show how enthusiastic they are. Before a friendly football encounter organized by the Catholic authority during one of the preparatory activities for the reopening of this prestigious school, Reverend Father Damien delivered a message from the bishop.
For the cup, now the bishop, the cup, and you know not to kill people here. So the cup, we say one day we'll be happy, make place to live free. Because when we play like that, we will make more friends and we will be more united. When only two or Thomas say, we will make fair play. Not be more no talk saying a million will keep for all that. The only thing I say, I can't exercise myself, my brother and sister. If the guys and they will play. So we talk and say, some these people will play, this one will play. We all are young people. We all are people for content. No discrimination. Football, I get the highest unity. After church, then I wait to football. So maybe we say, everything will be fine. See population no come out. Never they say. And when make so, the day already passed. One man will do it. You go back, you don't tire, you watch, you sleep. It's very fine. So don't be blessed. Everything will be done. They will do fine. Thank you.
This ball
Football, a game that brings joy and excitement. The joy and the excitement to see Seat of Wisdom College come back to life cannot be overemphasized. And this is Gaza Media. For Community News, I am Ernest Kumba.